Fat Tip Fit, days 264 and 265. I'm back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm finally gracing you with my presence once again. You're very welcome. Where was I yesterday? Well, I was very busy, okay? I actually was pretty busy. That sounded like sarcasm, but I had to go to the dentist. My teeth are very clean. I'm very happy about this, okay? I hadn't actually gotten a cleaning in quite some time. The dentist said that my teeth were beautiful, and I was very happy about this because I know someone that just had to get like 3 root canals, and I was very nervous. I'm like, man, I haven't gone to the dentist in a long time. Hopefully, I hear good news, okay? And I did. My teeth are beautiful, okay, guys? Awesome stuff. Not a fun trip though, okay? It spent quite a while cleaning them, but hopefully they're good. Very happy about this. Basically, I went there yesterday morning. I had to go really early because I wanted to do it. I was invited before on like a breakfast, and then I also had to work like right after that. So I needed to get it done really early. I just wanted to get it done. I didn't want to have to wait any longer. Also, I was nervous, okay? So I was like, I went in there. I'm like, hey, I'm ready. They said, oh, actually, we can't do that today, okay, because of reasons and whatever. Can you come in tomorrow at the same time? So I had to wake up extremely early the last 2 days, despite working pretty late yesterday. I got home last night and I'm like, okay, I need to get to sleep as soon as possible. I hadn't even been sleeping that good like the whole last week, so I really needed to actually sleep. Luckily, I did get some good sleep last night. It wasn't even enough. Once I got home from the dentist today, I even took a nap, which is like, that never happens, okay? So that's how you know how the situation was like that dire. When I was coming home, I was like, man, I'm really sleep deprived. Like, I need to be really safe driving home, okay? Then I get home, take a nap, have a nightmare about crashing my car and getting in a huge accident. Luckily, that did not happen, okay? So things are good. Crisis was averted. I'm now better, okay? So that's why I couldn't show up last night. I needed to get to sleep as soon as possible. My apologies, though, okay? So how did the last 2 days go? Well, I think they went pretty well. As I said yesterday, I was giving myself an extra 1,000 calories to work with so that I could give myself a little bit of a break because I have been doing really, really well the last like 2 or 3 weeks. Things are going better than they have in a long time. As you can see, like obviously I'm getting a lot cutter, you know what I mean? Like you can see my abs a lot more prominently, especially when I flex them like this, okay? But things are going pretty good. I gave myself a little break because I've been feeling pretty fatigued recently since I've been doing so well. Gave myself an extra 1,000 calories. I went a little bit beyond that though. I had about 4,000 calories because I gave in to my demons and I had some junk food. But all in all, I have finally learned from my mistakes, okay, guys? Finally, I learned. You guys have been telling me for many months now, okay, I need to stop doing these crazy restrictions after I go a little bit over my limit. I have finally listened to your very good advice, guys. After 265 days, I can finally say I have learned, okay? I forgave my calorie debt. I would have had a calorie debt of like 1,700 calories, and that would have been really difficult to make up. I was originally planning on making up like half of that today and half of that tomorrow, but then I was like, oh wait, I've been doing this all the time. Maybe severe restriction isn't the answer. Maybe I should just forgive it for once, okay? So I forgave the calorie debt, and suffice to say, today went really well because I did not go over my calorie limit. The plan finally worked, guys. I finally learned I'm capable of learning things. Isn't that sick? So I'm very, very happy about this. Today went really well. I had less than 2,000 calories as I had planned, but I had a healthy amount, had a ton of protein, had a ton of protein yesterday. All in all, things are pretty good. So I want to get through these 2 days like pretty quick, especially yesterday. So I'm going to rapid fire get through this stuff. I weighed in yesterday morning at 176.2 pounds. I had 4 hours and 45 minutes of worth of sleep. That sucked. I had 5 grams of creatine as always. Day 3 of no caffeine. Awesome stuff. Very good. Rest day, obviously, because I could not exercise in that extremely tired state. I had 4,135 calories worth of food, 213 grams of protein. Day 0 of me not eating junk food because I did have some junk food yesterday, unfortunately, and I would have had 1,720 calories worth of caloric debt, but I forgave myself. It's written off, so we got a clean, fresh start. Hopefully it'll last for a while. I don't want to rack up any more debt. So I started off the day with the breakfast in the morning. They didn't have any of the calorie counts on the menu, so I was like, okay, what's like one of the lowest calorie things I can see? BLT, bacon, lettuce, and tomato, okay? The only calories from that could possibly be from like the mayo, or from the bacon. It's like, the bread and the and the lettuce and the tomato aren't going to be that much. So I went with that. I got home. I saw a nutritional menu online. It was only about 500 calories with 25 grams of protein. I had some fries as well. That was 350 calories, 4 grams of protein. All in all, for a very unhealthy breakfast place, I think I actually lucked out pretty good. So I'm pretty happy with how I handled that. I had a banana later. That was 105 calories, 1 gram of protein. Protein shake, 180 calories, 30 grams. I had basically yesterday, I made a bunch of shish kebabs. Not something I'm ever gonna make again because it takes way too much effort. It takes forever to put it all on the stick and then grill it all individually. It just next time I make that kind of stuff, I'm just gonna grill all the peppers and all the onions and all the chicken in like a pan instead of putting it all on the stick to make shish kebabs. I don't think it's worth the effort, to be honest. But I had a lot of that the last 2 days, so expect quite a bit of that, which was a lot of protein because a lot of chicken. That was the shish kebab salad was 400 calories, 50 grams of protein. Later on in the day, I kind of messed up. I think this was the turning point where I messed up a little bit. I had some ABCs and 1-2-3s by the illustrious Chef Boyardee, very well-known name in the French cuisine industry, okay? ABCs and 1-2-3s is one of my little kryptonites. You know that. Fig Newtons, Nutri-Grain bars, chocolate chips. You guys know the list. Corn dogs, if you guys want to go way back to the old days. Haven't had a corn dog since like the beginning of this diet. So that's going pretty good. But basically, I had it. It was the last can in the house, and I was like, okay, I'll have the last can now when I have the calories instead of later when I can't control myself. This was a mistake. I shouldn't have had that, but that was 450 calories, 14 grams of protein. Luckily, those are all gone. The Nutri-Grain bars are all gone. No corn dogs in sight in the last 8 months, which is good. Okay, so we're doing good in that department. I had some yogurt. That was 280 calories, 40 grams of protein. Cheese, 180 calories, 9 grams. And then later on, this is when I screwed up. Up until this point, I was good, but then I screwed up here and I started snacking on some chips. I was like, okay, I'll just have a bite. Okay, I'll just have a second bite. Turned into like 2 or 3 servings. I think I overestimated a little bit on purpose. That was 450 calories, 6 grams of protein. Also had some peanut butter, 600 calories, 24 grams of protein. I also think a little bit overestimated. And then I had decided, okay, I already went over my limit. Might as well have some ice cream since I've been craving it to get it off my mind. That was probably also a mistake, obviously. But in the moment, these ideas sound really intelligent. Okay, believe me. The ice cream was 640 calories with 10 grams of protein. So all in all, yesterday I had 4,135 calories, 213 grams of protein. I would have had a calorie debt of 1,720 calories. I've forgiven it. This is a strategy that has paid off, obviously. So that went really well. Today I actually did really good. So now switching to this morning. I weighed in this morning, day 265, at 178.6 pounds. I had 9 hours and 45 minutes of sleep, including last night, plus my nap today, which was very needed because I was falling asleep. I had 5 grams of creatine, as always. Day 4 of no caffeine. Things are looking up. No caffeine anymore. I'm not planning on having caffeine for at least many months. Very excited about that. Okay, it feels really good to finally be off of that and not be dependent on caffeine like I have been for like months. So rest day, obviously, because I'm tired. Tomorrow is going to be leg day. I'm looking forward to it. I had 1,945 calories worth of food today, so it did not turn into a habit. Forgiving the debt was a smart decision. I learned, guys. I learned. Give myself a pat on the back there, okay? I had 196 grams of protein. Quite a lot of protein, mainly from shish kebabs and yogurt. It went really good. Day 1 of not eating any junk food, and also no debt. I'm debt-free, guys. It finally feels good to be in the top less than 50% of America, no debt. Okay, really good stuff. I had some yogurt. I had a ton of yogurt. That was 700 calories with 72 grams of protein. I had a bunch of shish kebabs. I finished them. 600 calories, 100 grams of protein. I had a banana. That was 105 calories, 1 gram of protein. And then I had one of the best burgers I've had in a long time. I've been craving some burgers recently. Someone else was cooking burgers. I was like, yeah, I'll take one. 540 calories, 23 grams of protein. I measured all the ingredients. I know how much it was. It was a really good burger. It's like McDonald's, but a lot better. It scratches that kind of itch. It was delicious. I was offered a second one, but I knew that I didn't have enough calories for it, and I didn't want to rack up any more debt since I was debt-free. So I very politely said, no, thank you, but I appreciate it. And I didn't have it, guys. Whoa! So I finally didn't have anything. Finally debt-free. It feels very good. So I had 1,945 calories, 196 grams of protein. Day 1 of no junk food. Debt-free, guys. Debt-free. Feels good. So tomorrow, going to be hack squats, deadlifts, calf raises, hanging knee raises. I'm looking forward to that. Not really. That's like my least favorite workout day out of the 4, but I'm looking forward to working out again. As for the media I've been consuming, I finished my rewatch of Squid Game. I feel like the ending was a little bit, underdone, but I wasn't expecting that much, so I was politely surprised with how good seasons 2 and 3 were. I was satisfied, even though there were a few things I wish were done differently, obviously. Whatever. Also, I've been playing Battlefront EA 2. So, yeah. Thank you all for watching. I will see you tomorrow for day 265. I have to read it backwards on my screen like this, so it takes me a second sometimes. But I read it, guys, because I'm smart like that. My teeth are clean. My head is in the game, guys. I'm getting leaner, okay? You can see I'm getting muscular again. Things are looking really good. Very happy about this, guys. I will see you tomorrow. Your mother is so fat that she can use the carpool lane by herself.